One, two, test one, two. Test, test, test. Test one, two. Test one, two, test one, two. Prayer book. Okay.
Shalom. Let's join together in a nigun and welcome each other. Welcome Shabbat. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya 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 la la la, ya 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 la la la, ya 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 la la. So you know, in our tradition, it is a mitzvah to greet each other. You all ran to do that mitzvah before we even really invited you to. So we have another opportunity. If you have not had the chance to greet each other during this little melody, you can welcome each other as well. Here we go. Ya la la, 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 ya la la. And now to say the blessing over the Shabbat candles, it's my pleasure to invite up Fran Levy and Alice Miller. And we turn to page 3 and then 2 for these blessings. Okay.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. And now we turn to page 4.
Okay. And there was evening, and there was morning the 6th day. The heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the 7th day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the 7th day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron, lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom tehillah, lemikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, b'kol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, ve'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim, and thank you. Enjoy. We're going to turn now for this opening prayer, which we'll recite together on page 8. This prayer kind of sets the mood for our tefillah, our worship this evening. We pray together. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense those qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. We join together in the singing of Lechuna Ranana, page 12.
Lechuna ranana l'Adonai, nahariya litzor yishenu. Lechuna ranana l'Adonai, nahariya litzor yishenu. Nekadma fanav betoda bizmirot nariya lo lechun ranena l'Adonai nariya litzor yishenu nekadma fanav betoda bizmirot nariya lo nekadma fanav betoda bizmirot nariya lo ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher beyado mekerei haaretz v'to'afot harim lo asher beyado mekerei haaretz v'to'afot harim lo yalai la 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 ya la 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 la
we turn to the words of Lecha Dodi on page 20. We're told that the ancient mystics in Sfat would go out into the fields, into the hills, as the sun was setting on Friday nights to greet the Sabbath bride. And so we conjure that image of being out in nature and welcoming the Sabbath bride.
Ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 lekrat kala, ya la 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 penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabe, ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 lekrat kala. Ya la 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 penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad ki hishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem hu tiferet v'litchila ya la 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 lecha dodi ya la 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 lekrat kala ya la 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 penei Shabbat penei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor habracha v'rosh mikedem nesucha so ma'aseh b'machashava techila ya la 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 lecha dodi ya la 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 lekrat kala ya la 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 penei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha. Okay, we're going to go back to the verse before because I just went right over it because I know. I was just seeing if you were paying attention. Well, thank you. Hitoreri, kiva ore, kubi ori. Shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla ya la 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 lecha dodi ya la 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 lekrat kala ya la 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 penei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emuneh am segula Boi chala ya la 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 lekrat kala
Our call to worship is on page 28, the Baruch Hu. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la la la. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. This is our one and only Shabbat that takes place during the holiday of Sukkot. And this is a holiday when we are beckoned to leave the security of our homes and to spend time outdoors in nature, in God's creation. And this is our prayer, Ma'ariv Aravim, where we recall God's wondrous acts of creation. And so the cantor has a special song to share with us about creation. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher biyaro ma'ariv aravim v'chokma poteach she'arim. God of creation, who makes the evening fall from night into darkness with the setting of the sun. You unfold the heavens with brilliant moon and stars and wrap our souls with peace. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim v'chokma poteach she'arim. Baruch atah Adonai Hamariv Aravim. Our prayer service recalls creation, and right after creation, revelation. God's giving us the Torah. We straddle right now, we're lingering in Sukkot, but Sunday evening we welcome in Simchat Torah when we celebrate the cycle of our Torah reading. And so we read this prayer together at the top of page 33. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. be seated.
ואהבת
את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי,
והייתם קדושים
לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. And let's pray those words together in the English on page 37. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. And after creation and revelation, we celebrate our redemption. And so we turn to page 40 for the words of Micha Mocha, recalling our ancestors' journey to freedom. And we chant this in the special Sukkot melody.
Yes, the same melody that we use to shake the lulav and etrog. Mi chamocha b'nim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, oseh veleh malachutecha, ra'u v'necha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, zeli anu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
We turn now to page 42 for the Hashkivenu prayer. And in this prayer, we pray for a Sukkat Shalom, a shelter of peace. There's actually wonderful commentary by Rashi that the Sukkot in which the Israelites dwelled during the 40 years of wandering were not actual Sukkot as we know them, not actual booths, but ananei kavod, which are clouds of glory, that the shelter came not from the physical structure of the dwellings, but of God, God's clouds of glory. And so we know that true shelter can only be found in God and in each other, not in our homes and not in our camp places or even our Sukkot. And so on this holiday, we're reminded of that and the fragility of life, and we pray for God's shelter of peace. Hashkivenu.
So the bottom of 42 is what I'm going to start with. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeh sukat shalom, shalom aleinu, Let's try that together. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeh sukat shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo, ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeh sukat shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. We turn to page 46 as we begin the tefillah. The first prayer of the tefillah, the Avot V'Imehot, is when we recall our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, on whose shoulders we stand. On Sukkot, we have this wonderful custom called Ushpizin. Does anybody know what Ushpizin is? Let's all say it. Ushpizin. The strange word. What it means is guests, imaginary guests. Actually, I think it is an Aramaic word. On Sukkot, we are supposed to invite these imaginary guests into our sukkah, and they go all the way back to Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and these ancestors that we recall. So as we recite these prayers, I invite you to think about your own imaginary guests that you would like with you in the sukkah today. Adonai sifatai tiftach. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagite hilatecha. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, sifatai tiftach ufi yagite hilatecha. Adonai, sifatai tiftach ufi yagite hilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'Neihem, L'Ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham,
ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים מאמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך מימין ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני בחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. We continue our prayers with this special insert for the holiday of Sukkot on page 56 in the middle of the page.
Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Ya'aleh v'yavo, Ya'aleh v'yavo, v'yizacher zichronenu, v'zichron kol amacha beit Yisrael, lefanecha, letova, lechen u'lechesed, u'lrachamim, l'chayim l'shalom, b'yom Chag HaSukkot hazeh. Zochreinu Adonai Eloheinu bo l'tova.
Amen.
Ufokdeinu vo livracha.
Amen.
V'oshienu vo lechayim.
Amen. Together, our God and God of our fathers and mothers, on this day of Sukkot, be mindful of us and all your people Israel, for good, for love, for compassion, life, and peace. Remember us for well-being. Amen. Visit us with blessing. Amen. Help us to a fuller life. Amen. Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, who was a wise Hasidic master, taught a prayer practice that he called hitbodedut, which was about praying off by yourself somewhere. On this holiday of Sukkot, we are meant to leave our material trappings behind and to immerse ourselves in God's creation. And so I share with you this prayer of Rabbi Nachman's before our own private prayer. Master of the universe, let me seclude myself in meditation and prayer every day, going out to the fields to meditate among the trees and grass, pouring out my heart in prayer. For all the leaves and grass, all the trees and plants will stir themselves to greet me. They will rise to imbue my words and prayers with their energy and life force. They will combine all their spiritual power and bring my words up to their supernal source. So may our words too.
in your program, please refer to this beautiful piece, wishing everyone a shelter of peace. Sukkot Shalom. A day ago we broke free of the chains of slavery. A day ago we left our past behind. The road ahead is long, but our faith will remain strong as the promised land awaits our family. I see the stars shining through my sukkah as I lay out here tonight. In the desert on my own, I see the stars shining through my sukkah, and I know that God is with me, and I know that I'm not alone. Day a day we make our homes in many places, many lands. We're settled, we built up rich new lives. But houses rise and fall, and a wall is just a wall. If it tumbles, our spirit still survives. I see the stars shining through my sukkah, and then there tonight in the desert on my own, I see the stars shining through my sukkah, and I know that God is with me, and I know I'm not alone. Sukkot Shalem, Sukkot Shalom. This temporary dwelling is tonight my peaceful home. Sukkot Shalem, Sukkot Shalom. I can hear this breeze blow gently by, whispering God's name. I see the stars shining through my sukkah as I lay out here tonight. In the desert on my own, I see the stars shining through my sukkah, and I know that God is with me, and I know I'm not alone. Tonight my God is with me in my sukkah, that's my home.
We take a moment to think about those who are in need of a prayer of healing, whether it's physical healing or spiritual well-being. And so if you have a loved one whose name you'd like to call out right now, I invite you to, so that we might all pray on their behalf. We'll start over here. Thank you, Judy. Alice? Holly? We also pray on behalf of the following people: Gail Ossup, George Lublin, Moshe Ben Cyril Bela Uruvain, Lenny Hecht, Bill Meadow, David Siegel, Judith Ryder Cornelison, Elisa Benray, Muriel Dubrow, Marta Leva, Marilyn Sheffman, Randy and Shirley Aronson, Sylvia Levitsky, Roberta Ty, Vicki Engelman, Sherry Werbin, Richie Harris, Arlene Lassell, Maria Bernard, Gabrielle Desaulniers, Hannah Sarah Bat David, Havalea Bat Hadassah, Bill Jean Smith, Linda Lee, Ruth Rachel Bat Sarah, Rachel Bat Miriam, Ben Mordechai, Rav Patel, Roz Castle, Herb Block, Hosa Fraga Sr., Jose Fraga Sr., Harriet Pearson, Bess Serbin, Valerie Cornish, and Isabel Kaiserman. And we continue to pray on behalf of American and Israeli soldiers who are being held captive or are missing in action. And so we send prayers of healing and hope to all of you and all of them as we join together in words of Misha Berach, page 253.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
And even as we think about those who are feeling some kind of tsuris in their lives, we also want to celebrate our joys and simchas. And so we have this happy moment in our service to think about the joys in our lives. And so if I call something out that applies to you, please rise and stay standing as we will all rise together by the end. So, is there anybody here who is with us for the very first time? I didn't think so. Is there anybody here who has had the opportunity to eat in the sukkah or be in a sukkah this week? Please rise. Is there anybody visiting from North Carolina? Is there anybody celebrating a birthday or anniversary this week? Anybody who is coming to Simchat Torah on Sunday night or Monday to dance with the Torah? Anybody who is grateful to be alive? Everybody should be standing. And so we join together in the words of Shehekianu, thanking God for sustaining each one of us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
invite all of our youngins up to open the ark, so please come on up. And we are going to join together. Come on, Nathan, come up. We're going to join. Where's your sister? We're going to join together. Come on, you can open it in the chanting of Aleinu, page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
She likes it up there. I do too. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. You may be seated. At this moment, especially during this holiday of Sukkot, we think about the fragility of life. Our sukkahs are open on all sides, or at least 1.5 sides. That's the rule. They're open to the elements in the roof to teach us that we are vulnerable, that life is fragile, and we think about those who have departed, who are no longer with us, but remain with us in our souls. So first we remember those loved ones of our congregation who have died in the last 30 days and whose families are in the shloshim of their mourning. We think of Nina Burstein, Lillian Subaretz, Lenny Rosso, Donald Krasner, Elisa Sredny, Robin Fields, Fred Siegel, Zvi Hugo Jacobi, and Jose Saban. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We think of all those whose yahrzeits are observed on this Shabbat and whose names have lovingly been inscribed on plaques here at Temple Beth Shalom. We remember Lillian E. Adler, Sadie Ash, Joseph Ashkenazi, Max Asderban, Samuel Bild, Myrna D. Bricker, Samuel Bright, Ray Cohen, Elizabeth Cooperman, Gussie Deutsch, Jack Diamond, David Diamond, Elizabeth B. Feingold, Francis Schwartz Giller, Harry Hickson, Jacob Hutter, Milton Isaacs, Judith Stuzen Jacobson, George Nathaniel Kalish, Max Karasik, Larry Kay, Herman Eddie Kessler, Annie Kotler, Harris Lipkin, Elsie Hertzberg Lowenthal, Alex Lowenthal, Norma Albin Martin, Betty J. Martin, Meyer E. Martin, Sylvia Matz, Linda Berg Mendez, Merle Michaels, Louis Nelson, Asher Rosen, Kate Sirota, Harry Simonoff, Melvin Singer, Alex Strauss, Murray Tallenfeld, Samuel Taub, Beatrice Unger, Murray Weil Sr., Joseph Weinglass, Louis Wolfson, and Rita Wolfson. And we think as well of all those other yahrzeits that are observed on this Shabbat. Leon Eli Astrin, David Barish, Ina Peppercorn Bratter, Ann Cantor, Edward Feldman, Murray Ferber, Morris Fine, Randy Cole Golden, Abram Goldstein, Rose Gruder, Harold Gruder, Theodore Halpern, Harry Hoberman, Esther Jablow, Etta Jacobs, Hillary January, Freddie Corin, Harold Kramer, Irving Cushman, Magda Luchter, Esther Levine, Lillian Lichten, Stanley Londoner, Jacques Loix, Robert Meltzner, Arthur Moskowitz, Cynthia Nash, Ruth Nolman, Francine Peltz, Joseph Rishti, Robert Robinson, David Rosen, Robert Rosenbacher, Elsie Spolter Rosenblatt, Marvis Schechter, Dave Schwartz, Leon Serkis, J. Martin Sobel, Kenneth Spungen, Howard Weiss. And if there's anybody among us this evening that is in a period of mourning or remembering a Yortzeit whose name I did not recite, please share that with our congregation. Please rise if you have a name to share. We remember as well the 6 million men, women, and children who perished in the Shoah, the thousands of Israeli soldiers who died so that we would have a Jewish homeland, and our American soldiers who have died defending our liberties. We take them all into our hearts with our own as together we rise for words of Kaddish, which are found on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlik malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'yizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mivarach le'alam olamei almaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kedusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shalama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'yimru amen. Osei shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'yimru amen. May the one who brings harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel and all people everywhere. And let us say, amen. You may be seated. And we do have announcements tonight. And they are given by Allison. Is this your first announcement? All right, you're going to be great.
So exciting. So hello, everyone. I'm Allison Greenfield. I know some of you in the room, but I don't know all of you in the room. I am a newly installed board member, which I am really honored by and really excited about. So while it is my first announcements, it will definitely not be my last announcements because I like an audience, so this is really fun. The first thing that I want to talk about, I'll keep it short, but the first thing I want to talk about is this, which hopefully by now you have all received. If you haven't received this, you're going to receive it, and you'll be hearing about it over and over. So this is the invitation for the installation of Rabbi Pomerantz as the senior rabbi of our synagogue on November 9th. The pre-neg begins at 5:15 and will continue through the evening, so hopefully everyone will attend who's here. The next thing is within your announcements here. I'll just go through these quickly. Shabbat tomorrow morning, Torah study begins at 9:30, followed by Shabbat Minyan at 10:30 in the chapel. The next thing is Wednesday, October 10th. So hopefully you'll be joining Cantor Siegel and myself, and all the women in this room will get their inner cowgirl on and do some line dancing at the Sisterhood opening event, which hopefully will be as amazing as our opening event last year with Dave Barry, if you were in attendance. Next is on Wednesday, October 10th. There's a minor typo in this program. It's actually from 9 to 10:15. The Sacred Parenting, I think it's the first one, with Rabbi Pomerantz and the TBSIS parents. And last, but most certainly not least, on Friday, October 12th, at 5:30, there will be the TBS Pet Shabbat in the Palm Plaza. Bring your furry and not so furry pets with you and come have a hello. Come, oh, love you. And that's it for announcements, but I just want to say that I am, as I said, I'm really, really honored to be a part of our board. And my husband, Perry, and my sons, Jordan and Hunter, who were just up there. We moved here to the beach about 5 years ago, like literally across the street. So when we joined the synagogue 5 years ago, I mean, it was very meaningful, and it's been a really meaningful part of our lives. And I know that it will continue to be a meaningful part of our lives. You'll also see me again because I'm also co-chairing Mitzvah Day next year with Karen Musafi. So myself and Karen and Rabbi Bear will be soliciting all of your support. Hopefully you'll come out. If any of you would like to be captains who already haven't signed up to be captains of a project, that would be wonderful. And with that, I will close. So Shabbat Shalom.
So we're lucky to have Allison and her family, but Allison is extremely helpful in our J-Lab, and Barb and my J-Lab, and she and her boys and Perry have been a great asset to our community as well. I'd like to call your attention also to this Sunday and Monday is Simchat Torah. Sunday night from 6 until 8, we'll have the most wonderful, re-envisioned, reimagined Simchat Torah festivities. Not only will we unroll the Torah, but there'll be apple teenies and caramel candy apple things and consecration and hakafot, that, you know, dancing with the Torah and with, what's the gentleman's name? Silvio. Mark is so excited, he just stood up when I said it. And then again on Monday morning we will have Yizkor, we'll have Torah study at 9:30 and Yizkor and Minyan at 10:30. So I hope that if you've not been here for a festival experience, that you join us for both the evening and the morning. Very different feelings, but a wonderful experience. Shabbat Shalom, but it's not over. I'm just saying Shabbat Shalom. That's what rabbis do. Ever notice how Dinner with Friends has recently turned into Dinner with Friends and their phones? Or how, more often than not, the last thing you do before going to bed or waking up in the morning is swipe on your device? Whether it's to scroll through Instagram or answer work emails, we use technology more than ever, and it's changing our behavior. Consider this, a whopping 90% of American adults have cell phones, and 64% of them are smartphones. I think my grandma and aunt are the only ones without the smartphone. Grandma Morrison has a smartphone. The other grandma doesn't have a smartphone. People report using them for anything from reading the news to online banking and nixing boredom, and even to avoid interacting with the people around them. And while we firmly believe that the stuff that keeps us connected is great, essential even, it also comes with some drawbacks, as we know. First off, research suggests that it's addictive. One study even suggests that the internet addiction used on our phones causes changes in the brain that are similar to alcohol and drug addiction. As for tapping on that iPhone that's out while you're with your friends, its presence alone may keep you from feeling as much empathy, according to researchers and me. Plus, considering that we're always available, it's harder to ever give ourselves a break from these gadgets. Fortunately, none of this means that we have to resign ourselves to being tech-obsessed 24/7. I have some suggestions, especially during this Sukkot and Shabbat, that will offer a way in which we can power off, boost productivity, and reconnect with what matters, the world and the people around us. Tonight, together this Shabbat, let's commit to unplug and to reconnect. Unplug and reconnect. Each Shabbat, the Mishnah presents us with 39 categories of prohibited activities that we should observe to traditionally observe this day of rest. So can you name some? Really, this is your turn. What are some prohibitions on Shabbat traditional Jews would follow? Don't drive. No lights. Electricity, television. No cooking. No carrying. Rabbi got a good one. You all got good ones, I mean. So here is 7 pages of the traditional. The traditional is just right here. Then I researched how it just kept going. Adding fresh water to a vase of cut flowers. That's sowing, like reaping your fields, sowing your fields. Another one is sharpening a pencil, because that's cutting to a shape or altering the size or shape of an item. And finally, wearing eyeglasses that are not permanently required. That's carrying from the public to from the private to the public domain, and vice versa. So I found them very interesting, and I will keep this for everyone to look at. I'm sure you're going to bombard me, but it is actually very interesting. While I hardly need a nudge to stop doing work, the restrictiveness of the weekly holiday seems awfully labor-intensive, not to mention a slippery slope. Subscribe to one's rule and there's another, and so on. And before you know it, you're setting timers for reading lamps and waiting for someone else to push the elevator button for you. The whole point of Shabbat can get lost in the stressful preparations and details. Besides, I'm not really one to pre-cut my toilet paper. But I do love the idea of the day of rest. The only time I ever attempted and somewhat successfully and traditionally observed this faithfully was as a new rabbi at the American Hebrew Academy in Greensboro, North Carolina, where Peggy is from. A pluralistic Jewish boarding school for high school teens from around the world. The school was Shomer Shabbos, or Shabbat observant, and all the students and staff were encouraged very strongly to participate in Shabbat the way the texts, all the texts, have evolved to understand Shabbat and its prohibitions. Our Saturday afternoons were not packed with competitive intersport basketball tournaments or bus rides to the mall, but left wide open, happily filled with hours of lazying on blankets with friends, taking walks, reading books, and finding cozy spots to endlessly swallow down Pringles and Ring Dings, both kosher, and an overall enjoy our friendships at our best in its purest, most unadulterated form. Nothing was scheduled, and everything was encouraging us to unplug and reconnect with one another. It truly was wonderful and ideal and felt like what Shabbat, or at least the Shabbat described to me during Sunday school, was supposed to look like. It made me think way back when God said, "On the seventh day thou shalt rest," the meaning behind it was simple: take a break, call a timeout, find some balance, recharge. But somewhere along the line, however, this mantra for living faded from modern consciousness. The idea of unplugging every seventh day now feels tragically close to impossible. Who has the time to take off? I struggle if we had 8 days and someone is asking me to try to make it 6. But in recent years, something new has emerged to help us unplug on Shabbat. It's called the Sabbath Manifesto. Has anyone heard of this? Okay, good. Rabbi Pomerantz. The Sabbath Manifesto is a project of Reboot, a nonprofit think tank of hip, media-savvy Jewish professionals based in New York and San Francisco and Los Angeles. It was founded in 2003, and its members include television executives, web developers, writers, filmmakers, and CEOs, people whom the act of unplugging could well be most difficult indeed. Reboot affirms the value of Jewish traditions and creates new ways for people to make them on their own. So the Sabbath Manifesto was developed in the same spirit as the slow movement. Has anyone heard of that? Slow food, slow living. Even saying that slowly really stressed me out. Writers, artists, filmmakers, and media professionals, while not particularly religious, felt a collective need to fight back against our increasingly fast-paced way of living. They wanted us to unplug and to reconnect. In the manifesto, the creators adapted our ancestors' rituals by carving out 1 day per week to unwind, unplug, relax, reflect, get outdoors, and to be with loved ones. The 10 principles are to be observed 1 day per week, from sunset to sunset. These are the 10 principles. The first principle is to avoid technology, however you define that. Like if you put your phone over there, that might be good enough. Connect with your loved ones, nurture your health, get outside, avoid commerce, light candles, drink wine, eat bread, find silence, and give back. So you're not sure how to put these principles into practice? Here's some tips on interpreting the Sabbath Manifesto that some celebrities looked at. Avoid technology means not sending text messages. It means not using a stove or riding in an elevator. For some of us, that is what it could mean. To some, being healthy means running the next New York City marathon. For others, it means chewing each mouthful of food you eat really slowly, 18 chews a bite, and giving thanks for where that food comes from. You get the picture. You find the balance for this in your own life. Create rules that allow you to rest and reflect without destroying the fabric of your day. So let's try practicing one of these principles together. As you recall from 1 second ago, number 9 of 10 is silence. So let's try this meditation. It's very different, I know, to do on a Friday night. We're going to do it. So if you feel comfortable, close your eyes, and if you don't, I'm watching you, so I know they're open. Allow yourself to switch from the usual mode of doing to a mode of non-doing, of simply being. As your body becomes still, bring your attention to the fact that you're breathing and become aware of the movement of your breath as it comes into your body and as it leaves your body. Not manipulating the breath in any way or trying to change it, simply being aware of it and of the feelings associated with breathing. Being totally here in each moment and with each breath. Give full care and attention to each breath in and each breath out. And as they follow one another after another, it's a never-ending cycle and flow. If distracting thoughts arise, acknowledge them and then try to return. I would like you to bring your mind to someone for whom you have deep feelings of love. Someone who may no longer be alive or who is very much still alive and a part of your daily life. Seeing or sensing this person and noticing your feelings of them arise in your body. It may be simple. It may be a smile that spreads across your face, or your chest remembers a hug. Whatever the effects, allow them to be felt. We bless them with these words. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live in peace, and may they give love and feel love that is given to them. Now, letting go of this image while still holding on to the feeling that the person brought you to their heart, bring yourself to mind now, and seeing if you can offer these words to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live in peace. And may I give love and feel the love given to me. Notice the feelings that arise and let them be as you look within yourself. And now bring to mind the larger community, those who are sitting next to you, those in your family. If you wish to look outward into the community, into the world, let these words become realities. May we be happy, may we be healthy, may we live in peace, may we give love and feel love given to us. Notice the sensations and feelings that arise within you, sitting with them for just seconds until you're ready to come back to being in this room, this chapel, this Shabbat. So how was that experience? Those 57 seconds may have felt like a little bit longer. But in the short time that we were able to, or at least we challenged ourselves to, we unplugged on this Shabbat and hopefully reconnected with something inside of us. But how can we keep up with what we started? How can we as liberal Jews find a sense of stop in our week when Shabbat arrives? There are so many ways, and as unique people in this room, we can think of even more if we sat and spent the time. But what I want us to think about doing is, how are we going to spend this Shabbat differently than any other? How are we going to reach out to those who we love? How are we going to reach in to those who are ourselves? How are we going to honor this seventh day of rest within our community? May each of us find our own unique way to connect with that who is larger than us, and may each of us find a way to unplug and reconnect this Shabbat, this Sukkot, and always. Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to ask both the cantor and the rabbi to come up here as we close with the singing of Ufros Aleinu, which you can find on page 360. I invite you to rise, and in a moment after singing, if you'll join us in the sukkah, that's where Oneg Shabbat will be this evening. Thank you.
Ufros Aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Ufros.